For you Kamen Rider fans out there, you may be asking, what the hell is Kamen Rider Dragon Knight? Well, Kamen Rider Dragon Knight is the second time Kamen Rider got adapted here in America. First was with the show Saban's Masked Rider, either adapting just Kamen Rider Black, just Black RX, or both, I'm not sure, but either way, Saban's Masked Rider did not work out at all. The show failed, and I never really watched the show besides the show's opening, which, let's face it, is really fucking horrible. One of the problems I heard was the fact that Kamen Rider Black and Black RX was very dark. You can't really adapt something that's dark into a lighthearted kids show and vice versa. Then again, Power Rangers RPM was darker than the show it was adapted from, Engine Sentai Go-Onger, though one thing you can do is adapt a show that's dark and make it aim for kids, but a little mature for kids, I guess, so that's the way you could put it. But yeah, they chose Kamen Rider Ryuki for the adaptation, but here's the thing. Kamen Rider Ryuki was a confusing mess, it was just all over the place. Though, then again, Ryuki wasn't the only Rider season considered for an adaptation. The only other season I believe was also under consideration was Kamen Rider Kabuto. They chose Ryuki mainly for the fact of the amount of riders. And if it worked out well, that's what we're here to find out. This is my review of Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. The show opens with a woman getting attacked and, well, getting saved by Batman in a fucking awesome batsuit and motorcycle. After saving the woman, he just, well, drives off into the night.
I am the night!
Jesus, how'd you get that on so fast?
I'm Batman.
You're a weirdo.
And we cut to some kid talking to his dad, but it's just a dream. When he wakes up, he's talking to an officer about the crime that he actually didn't do. It's also revealed that his father has been missing for a long time. The kid decides to go home, and it's revealed that not only was he living in a foster home for most of his life, but the fact that his name is Kit. Well, technically it was revealed when he was still at the police station, but either way. So now he's on his own, driving off to his old home, which is surprisingly not rented out by anyone else. I mean, the fuck? But either way, he finds a mysterious card deck, and you know what that means.
Darkness of motorcycles!
A hallucination of his father keeps mentioning something about a contract card. We also see a dragon in the mirror, and it's been following him around. Cutting to a bookstore, we meet Maya, a worker there, and a reporter of sorts. When she leaves work, she's surrounded by these random foot soldiers that she can't see, but Kit is. Maya thinks that Kit is fucking insane, which is fucking understandable. I mean, just fucking look. But until she's dragged into a mirror, Batman saves her, but okay, obviously, yeah, it's not Batman, but a Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider Wing Knight, to be exact, and his name is Len. Here's the thing, it takes like 1 or 2 episodes to actually learn that his name is Len. He kinda decides to mug Kit for the deck that he has. Jesus, they take their card games and motorcycles very fucking serious here. It's almost like Yu-Gi-Oh! 2.0. And well, Kit gets dragged into the mirror world. And unlike Ryuki, it's another dimension on its own. When in this dimension, Kit is transformed into a nameless Kamen Rider. And well, Len runs in after him. Len takes care of the spider monster that dragged Kit into this world. And after some time, Kit meets back up with Len. And Len drags Kit along after hearing some mirror noise. The two saves the mechanic from getting dragged into the other world, but Len goes in and deals with the monster. Seeing that, well, Len needs help, Kid uses a contract card to make a pact with the dragon. And here's the thing, the only stipulation is the fact that, well, Kit must take full responsibility for his actions. Joking aside, When the pact is made, his costume changes and he becomes Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. And Kit defeats the spider monster from earlier. And Len explains why he wanted the deck from Kit. He didn't want Kit to get involved in any of this. I mean, to be perfectly honest, it's no Shadow game, so I'm pretty sure Kit is fine with not losing his soul at all. But either way, after a while, another rider joins the trio. Kamen Rider Sting, or his real name, Chris Ramirez. And they make a pact not only to save our world, but that other world, Ventara. The villain of the story is named General Xaviax, as he kidnaps the people of this world to rebuild his own homeworld, another planet altogether. All while giving the Advent decks to people on Earth. Overall, Kamen Rider Dragon Knight is flawed, but a good show. And something that really makes it a good show is that they tend to actually cover up their tracks. The two biggest examples are the Advent Void and why Xaviax can't just give the decks to the strongest people. For the Advent Void, this is where Kamen Riders go when they're about to die. Now the reason would seem so kids don't see full out death, but no. The actual end story explanation is that for them to get healed up, if they're on the brink of death, they can go there and, well, rest in these stations pods to actually heal. And for Xaviax not giving the decks to the strongest people, it's revealed that the admin decks are DNA locked and can only be given to an Earth counterpart because similar DNA. So stuff like that is just great, and it really shows that writers knew what they were doing and were paying attention. The biggest flaw for the show is the fact that there is count 'em, 3 clip shows. 2 of them are better than the others because they actually do advance the characters, but overall having 3 clip shows in total is just kind of a waste, to be perfectly honest. Towards the end, though, the overall story becomes a completely different show. It's just a weird shift in tone, and it would have just worked better the way that they kept it. 3 people going up against an army. In terms of characters, they're great. I really do like a lot of these characters, and for some of the minor writers, I actually really wish we got to know more about them. Though I tend to feel like they put Kit through a lot, literally from the beginning. He has no clue what's going on. Lin does fill him in, but he doesn't even know who to trust at the beginning. He is pulled at multiple directions. And well, with Len, he's trying to be a mentor, trying to teach kids the stuff that he knows of being a rider, but at times, he's not even sure of what to do. He tends to talk to himself in the mirror and try to get stuff straight in his mind, but sometimes he can't really do that. Chris is the most loyal one on the team, holding the motto of Semper Fi, which means always faithful. When the Kamen Rider Strike tries to get him to join him and Xaviax, Chris refuses this offer, even if he could potentially get his asthma cured. And well, that level of loyalty is really cool. And it really shows that Chris Ramirez is a great character. Oh boy, this acting is very mixed, and this could be a potential turnoff. Actors tend to be really bland with not a lot of emotion, and that's one reason I do not like Kamen Rider Ryuki. But here, Len's biggest offender was this, because before the character Case came along, to be perfectly honest, for most of the series up to that point, Len's default setting was Edge. Though at times, the actors really do great, like in this scene.
Hey, I'm trying to shoot it to you straight, man. It's very simple. You need to listen to me. Just stop!
Back off. Let me think.
You need me, okay? You're not gonna make it out there without somebody watching your back! They're gonna vent you!
Now, for something as awkward sounding as being vented, this actually sounds genuine. And the music, it's alright, and the opening is just fine. I love the visuals, and the biggest thing I wish I could have recreated for my Ryuki opening, but the song is just average. It's basically Dragon Knight's version of the Power Rangers RPM opening. As for the suits, I only like Wing Knight, Strike, and Axe's designs. All other designs, not really. And a lot of them just look so weirdly designed. The worst of all these signs has to be Kamen Rider and Scizor, known as Kamen Rider Scissors and Ryuki. And oh god, does it look ugly. I mean, you can't even tell this fucking crab motif. It's like a knockoff Batman. You know what the BT is to the A-team. I mean, god damn. I would hate to see what a Lobster Rider would look like in the series.
Good golly, what is the C-team like?
A bunch of surly midgets.
Alright, so now, taking into account of story, characters, acting, and sound, Kamen Rider Dragon Knight gets a 6 out of 10. This is a flawed series, but it's decent and better than Kamen Rider Ryuki in my eyes. The story is alright and the acting could have been better, but I don't think Kamen Rider fans should just pass this off as Spawn's Masked Rider 2.0, because there is a lot to like about Dragon Knight. I also heard of some fans saying this is automatically worse than the worst Kamen Rider seasons just because of the transformation phrase. This is the dumbest reason ever, but if you're one of those people, trust me, try to either get past it or suffer through it just to watch Dragon Knight. I know I gave it a low rating, but I still think this is something that's worth checking out. And thanks to this being broadcasted on 4Kids TV, the broadcasting blog that makes a lot of people hate anime dubs, there's absolutely no legal streaming for the show at all. In the past, you could find all these episodes on 4Kids TV on the website when the company was still going, but again, 4Kids TV went. But you can find all the episodes on YouTube. But again, no legal streaming options. I will, however, put a channel in the description where you can find every single episode on there. And now for some alternate recommendations, I present one other Kamen Rider show and another Toki show, Kamen Rider Gaim and Power Rangers RPM. In Kamen Rider Gaim, we focus on Kota becoming an armored rider Gaim, as well, stuff slowly goes to hell. And Power Rangers RPM is set in the post-apocalyptic alternative universe where humanity has only one hope, the Power Rangers, as they fight the computer program known as Vengeance. If you like Dragon Knight, you'll definitely like this.
Tamashii ga 願っていた未来